Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Pete from PMG Auto Care, and today's video has the BMW enthusiast in me truly salivating because today's video is all about an M4 CS. So as a huge BMW fan myself, an M4 CS really is a special car. Now I had a standard M4 myself for a few years and I absolutely loved it. But when you compare that like for like with the CS, you can see why they're such a special car. And they're a lot more than just a cosmetic package, but the cosmetics is one of the first things you'll notice. As you'll see, front bumper has an awesome, unique front splitter just for the CS. It really adds aggression to the front end of the car. And then you have that really cool vintage carbon fiber bonnet. So you're getting the benefit of the lighter weight and that added aggression to the styling. The rear of the car, I love the OLED tail lights. They look really spectacular, particularly whenever they're lit up. And then you have all the usual carbon bits around the back of it as well. And then the wheels, unique to CS, they're actually 19-inch front wheels and 20-inch rear wheels. These ones will be getting refurbed in a slightly different colour. We'll talk about that later in the video. But all in all, it adds up to a really, really aggressive looking car. But there's more to it than that. The interior also sees a huge change, which is a massive way to reduce weight in the car. You'll see those like chopped carbon door cards in the front and rear. That's done away with the door pockets. They're made of that lightweight material with the pull straps to shut the door. It actually feels significantly lighter when you're moving the door back and forward compared to a standard car. And then they've done away with the center armrest. You can see that beautiful Alcantara trimmed center console. Matches up with a beautiful Alcantara trim wheel for better grip. And then you have those lovely CS Alcantara trim pieces on the dash. What they've also done is get rid of the dual zone climate control and they've added in a single HVAC, just a basic AC unit, all geared to save weight. Then you've those CS door sills just to finish it off. But there's more to it than that. They have different shocks and springs than a standard car. A lot of the driver aids have been tweaked, so the traction control, the diff settings, etc. are all CS specific, designed to just engage the driver a bit more. And then the car's a little bump in horsepower as well. I think it's like 28 horsepower more than a base car, which is about 9 horsepower more than a competition package car. It is significantly louder than any other M4 as well. It's the first thing I noticed whenever I started to move it into the workshop. It really has got a bark to the exhaust. So what are we going to be doing with this one? Well, the owner has just purchased this. You'll have seen one of his previous cars, a lovely red 911 on the channel before, and he just wants to get this one looking its best, and then that ceramic protection laid down so that it can be enjoyed. He's going to use this car a lot, or they're going to use this car a lot, him and his wife, and really make the most of it. So having that ceramic protection on means that it's going to be simple to keep it looking its best. First thing we have to do is get it clean. There's just a little bit of road surface grime on the car and a little bit of green built up in places. They've literally just purchased this from a dealer, so I'd expect the dealer has cleaned the car fairly well. I'm not expecting to see a lot of tar deposits and stuff on the car. But let's get it out, get it clean. We won't be doing the wheels at this point because they're going off for a refurb. They want to do them in a slightly darker bronzy gold. I think that's going to look really well against the black. So no wheel washing at this stage. Let's get it out, get it washed, and then get it up and stand so we can get the wheels away for that, and we can get cracking with the rest of the car while they're away. that's our washing all done on the M4, and we thought we'd show you around the general condition of it. Now, we have done countless, many M3s and M4s you say we've done, Stevie?
I know, hundreds.
Hundreds would probably be right. This is one of the few CSs that we've done, but by and large the paint is no different than what it's going to be on a normal one. But one that we show you, it's kind of going to take quite a bit of work. We've got a lot of holograms up in the top corner of this bonnet. Something that you see a lot with a vehicle like this, which is that people really try to care for them, but they don't know how to wash them properly. They probably get washed a lot and they end up very, very swirly. And the good thing is the paint in this generation of BMW is actually pretty good, so there's a lot of scope on what to play for. But you'll see it's pretty even all the way around. Now the roof in these being carbon fibre, there's a lot less clear coat to work with these, so it limits the sort of correction that we can do. And we've got a lot of embedded contaminants that have etched. I've actually seen quite a few of them around on the boot lid as well here, Stevie. Just general dull. Again, more holograms. But all in all, how would you say that fares to a normal one?
That's pretty standard.
So it's pretty standard for one of these. So it's going to be a straightforward enough process to fix it all. We're going to be jumping in. Microfiber pads are the answer for these, and Megs 105 and microfiber fluid. Tried test it combo. It's going to be pretty straightforward. So get stuck in the correction side of things, and then we will be going down the route of coating it. But actually, before we do all that, we have to get the wheels off it and get them away for refurbishment. So the joy of putting a car on stands, we'll get stuck into that first. So that's the heavy correction stage completed on this M4. What a transformation already. It looks absolutely fantastic. Now, the camera didn't really pick it up, but it really was quite bad. It was quite dull, very swirly. Whenever we see cars like this, it's not a surprise to us. Often the owners that have these before, they want them looking their best all the time, so the cars are getting washed very frequently. They're not being washed correctly. And through the passage of time, that builds up into a car that ends up quite dull, very swirly. The good news is BMW, great quality paint, and with a good correction process like this, we can just totally transform it back to as good as new, if not better. And the secret to getting the better bit is in the stage we're about to do now, which is the refinement. There's no secret to this particular stage. It's just about dedicating time. But what is a relative small amount of time has a huge, huge impact on the overall finish of the car. It's what's going to get that dripping wet finish So we're going to jump in the Manzurna 3800 with a black finishing pad and just spend time breaking it down. That is going to just leave it looking so good whenever we're done. We also get a sneak preview from the wheel refurb guys. We ended up going with a Porsche colour on this and they look absolutely incredible. We'll pick them up in the morning, get them coated, get them onto the car, finally get it off the stands and then get the body protection and glass and stuff protected too. Let's get this refining done. Going to be a few hours in that and see how we're looking. Last night finished up the refinement on the M4 and it really was worth spending that time. For all it took, it just took the car to a whole different level. And black, when it looks right, well, it looks right. Speaking of things that look right, this morning we got these awesome wheels back from the refurbers. They've done them in a Porsche colour and they just look so good. So now we need to lay the coating down on these before we can finally get them back on the car with the new badges and stuff fitted. Means we can get the car off the axle stands and then we can go on to all the final finishing touches and laying down the protection on the body and the glass, etc. We're going to be doing Crystal Serum Ultra on this. The best cars deserve the very best protection, so that's just exactly what we're going to do. Let's get all this wrapped up and then I can't wait to show you the end result once we're finished.
You've been gone.
That is the CS all buttoned up. So there's just one thing left to do, and that's show you guys it finished. think they'll agree that that looks pretty spectacular. I'm really happy with how that turned out. The carbon panels on that car can make it a little bit more challenging than a standard M4, but all in all, I think it really turned out fantastic. Now, it looks its best. I know the owners are going to be really happy with the overall finish, but more importantly, it's got that ceramic protection on it, which means they can now just use and enjoy the car, and they really like to use and enjoy their cars. So that's just going to make life a lot easier. I'm going to be sad to see it go though. That's a special car, and the M enthusiast in me really appreciates those limited edition cars. I also appreciate Porsches as an owner of one myself, but we have a very, very tired and grubby little Boxster behind us, which is actually will be the next video you see after this one. And then we've got an awesome RS5 for you guys, an RS3, and quite a few other things as well coming up. And that's going to lead us right the way up over the Christmas holidays. But that draws this video to a conclusion. Thanks for watching. If you haven't, please like and subscribe to the channel. It really, really helps keep us motivated. We're trying to hit that 1,000 likes, so every little bit helps. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.